Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Has Been Sports Club. I am Adam.
I'm Chet.
And this is episode 4. I know it's been a few weeks since we have last recorded. A few things have come up in life. I mean, I was on vacation. Chet is now a fireman, so going through all the training stuff for that, and just a lot of big moves, a lot of changes recently, so haven't had time to fit it in, but now we've got time. So without any further ado, I guess we'll talk about go over what we're gonna talk about in today's episode. We've got a little bit of NFL for you, going all the way back to the Super Bowl, which seems like it was centuries ago now. Give you our thoughts on that. Just a little bit of a recap there. Talk a little bit about MLB as we've got the start of spring training. Little NBA as we're now past the All-Star break. Things are really starting to take form. So we'll talk about that. Talk about the All-Star game and skills challenges and all that stuff a little bit too. All the little mini games. And then we'll close things out with a little college basketball, and then follow it up with some hot takes, and we'll let you guys on your merry way.
Yeah, that's kind of a recap or an overview of what we're going to talk about here. I know it's been some time since some of the sports world has changed since we've last talked, but we do want to touch back on the Super Bowl because we did throw out some predictions and stuff like that we want to give some opinions on. So, going back to the Super Bowl, hey, our choice of the Chiefs winning, that landed.
It sure did.
So, hey, look, right there. First time that we've kind of agreed on something, and it happened.
I would say the Chiefs winning, and we were both right that it was going to be by a score of 3.
Correct. I did say it was going to be a score of 3.
They were going to win by 3.
Yeah, on the spread. I did think that it was going to go over.
We both said over, which
ended up hitting because the line changed, but it was
not
one
in
of those
good faith.
When I thought it was going to be 47.5 is the line. I think when we said it dropped down to 46.5, and they ended up scoring 47.
Yeah.
Vegas did it again.
Sure did.
Did it again. But I didn't put any money on it, so
Not mad.
I'm not mad at all. Hey, no. Interesting game. I thought it was going to be a little more high scoring than what it was.
The first quarter was just odd, and then second quarter it picked up a smidge with the 49ers really getting into a groove, and then the Chiefs just kind of dominated that second half.
Yeah, not gonna lie, dude. I may have fallen asleep before the fourth quarter.
That's fair. Did you at least wake up for overtime?
No.
Oh, okay.
First time that I've probably ever not watched a complete Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, I got to watch it from California, so I was fresh off the airplane, and
yeah,
it was interesting. I got to tell you what, watching a Super Bowl that kicks off at 3:30 in the afternoon is a little strange.
Not bad though. So
no.
Yeah, Super Bowl ended up being good. Our other prediction of Patrick Mahomes being the MVP, that landed.
Yep.
That the odds were in his favor for that, but still one of those. We did it. Came together on that one also.
We'll take our dubs.
Maybe we should agree more. Like, we'd be right more times than not. Because my other prediction...
You could never agree.
Because my other prediction of Kadarius Toney playing... First of all, playing. Second of all, making an impact on the game. Yeah, hell no. He didn't even play.
I told you he wouldn't even touch the field.
Yeah, well, that was bad. You know what? Whose hot take was shit there?
That would be you, Chip.
This guy. Yeah, it was bad.
But anyway, so NFL season has been wrapped up. I know we're all enjoying the videos that are now surfacing of Jason Kelsey and all of his celebration with the Nacho Libre mask.
Yeah.
And all those fun videos, so that's definitely been entertaining to watch. Congratulations to the Chiefs, and honestly, congratulations to a good season by the 49ers. Brock Purdy definitely showed that he belongs in this league as a starting quarterback. So
hey, one thing. I got one thing.
Yeah.
Do you think that it made an impact on the game with the guys from San Francisco not knowing like the overtime rules? Like, do you think that really was a major factor?
I do not buy for a second that they don't know the rules, because that was something that was pounded into. That was after that Bills-Chiefs game, like 2 years ago. It was very clear that they were changing the rules for the playoffs. So I really don't. I don't buy for a second that they didn't know.
I don't know. I don't think it really impacted it. Now, you can hindsight, you can say, yeah, we would have had different tactics or anything like that. Did they truly not know? Did they know? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't believe it. But either way, Chiefs won.
Yeah, it was hard to bet against the Chiefs there.
Right. So season's wrapped up. I guess now is where we really get into kind of the speculation time of year. A lot of names being floated around as being moved. A lot of mock drafts going around for what we think teams are going to be doing. So I guess one of the big names that we really kind of want to talk about that has been circulating, I don't even know that you necessarily can call it a big name. It's just a big story, I guess, just because of the fact that we're talking about the Bears. The fact that the Bears have the number 1 overall pick obviously makes everything that they're doing so much more intriguing. And now the rumor of Justin Fields to Atlanta is really gaining traction.
I don't know, man. I literally just opened my Instagram, and this popped up. It was a post from 2 days ago from ESPN. It says the quarterback shuffle is about to begin. And it's got some predictions on here. Mm-hmm. These are interesting. Kirk to Atlanta.
Dude, I've been telling you since day one that Kirk was going to Atlanta. But
no. Okay, yes, but with Bill Belichick, so your hot take was shit.
I've still been saying Kirk was going to Atlanta.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
That's where his wife's family's from. But that also makes things interesting with Justin Fields, because Justin Fields is from Atlanta.
Okay, well, moving on, because I say I need to agree with you more, and then there I go, not agreeing with you. So, whatever.
Just a dick.
Yep. Back to normal. Anyway, Caleb Williams to Chicago. Don't like it. They say J.J. McCarthy is going to be starting in Denver. Or that's a prediction. They're not saying, but that's a prediction. Michael Penix starting in Las Vegas. Russell Wilson starting in Minnesota. All right.
I think I just threw up.
And then Jaden Daniels in New England.
Fields to the
Justin
Steelers.
Fields to Steelers. That's an interesting. Oh, Drake May in Washington. I heard a thing that said Drake May is the best quarterback in this draft class.
You probably heard that from me, because
no, it was from somebody else.
He is the best overall prospect in this class. You can't.
No, he's not.
You can disagree all you want, but that is my genuine belief.
I have no feel on the Bears right now. I really don't. Like, I have no feel on what they're going to do.
So I was listening to, I don't even remember who it was, but whoever, I think it might have been Dan Patrick. He made it make a lot of sense. You think about it, and this team is not fully set on Justin Fields. Like this, I guess this coach and ownership, they're not fully set on Justin Fields. And the way you look at it is...
Should be. He proved his point. He proved his worth.
I'm with you. I don't think they should get rid of him either. But when you think about it, you take Caleb Williams with that number 1 overall pick. The worst he can be is Justin Fields. Granted, I think he's going to be worse than that. But it's like, the Bears have never taken a shot at a quarterback this high in the draft.
The Bears have not had stability in their coaching
and
staff.
I agree. But at the same time, you're resetting the clock.
Again.
You're resetting the quarterback clock.
You reset it with Trubisky. You reset it with Fields. You're going to do it again? You have no stability behind anything in your program. Have some stability. Work around a guy. Give him some time. He's had different coaches the last 3 years. Let the man work.
I'm with you. I mean,
Give him some weapons on the outside.
I'm not-
Give him something to work with.
I'm not against you. I think they should keep him, but it does make sense that there is a possibility.
Listen
that
to
they
the
move him.
players. Listen to the players. DJ Moore.
Right.
He's in favor of Fields.
But no.
The guy has a record year. That was his best year. And the Bears didn't even have a good season.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all interesting, but I mean, it does make sense when you think about resetting the clock on a quarterback. If the coach and ownership aren't fully sold on Fields, I think they should be.
You have receivers. You have draft picks. Okay, so trade your number one. Take your receivers. And then you have weapons, young weapons, and how about all that money that we just shipped off last year? Or not shipped off, we shipped all these people off. We gave away draft picks. We did this for cash considerations and everything like that. Well, now you have draft picks and you have cash. You have the highest salary cap amongst the whole league.
Right.
Spend your money, get yourself in line, and draft whoever you may need on the line, and draft your next weapon.
I almost think the Bears
spend some money, dude.
The Bears would honestly be better off moving back to honestly maybe swapping with the Giants
Instead of spending money on a
trade
stadium.
because they've got the 5th pick, right? I think the Giants have the 5th pick.
I don't even know.
So
I'm too wrapped up in the first pick and what they're gonna do.
I almost think they should.
I don't even know.
They should move back, go pick up Joe Alt, and then maybe go after Malik Neighbors.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Get a receiver, get a good O-line.
Spend some money on your players instead of a stadium. All the talk about Arlington Heights and blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Stay at Soldier, which I think they're going to do for a while. But stay at Soldier and spend some money on your players. Go get them. Make your team better. You have the opportunity. You have the resources. You have the draft picks.
That's fair. I mean, like I said, I'm not against you. I think their smart decision would be to keep Fields. Honestly, I mean, let him play out a couple more years. At the worst, he ends up sucking, and you get another high draft pick in next year's draft or the year after that. Because I'm sorry, Caleb Williams is not this can't-miss prospect like everybody tries to claim he is. I genuinely believe he is probably going to be one of the biggest busts of this generation, but that's just me. I think that pretty much covers the Bears.
I could go on.
I don't doubt it.
I could go on about the Bears.
So another big name that is potentially on the move this year, this offseason, is Derrick Henry. Obviously, he's getting up there in age, but he still seems to have a good amount of value. I've been hearing a lot of rumblings regarding him potentially going to the Vikings, him potentially going to the Texans. So, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I really don't. I think he needs to play. He's not done. He's not done with his career. But I saw Texas, I think, what I was reading. It was Houston. Here's an interesting thing that I also saw, I think, yesterday. A prior running back, younger than Derrick Henry, that has not played for 3 seasons. Who is it?
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley.
He's only 29, right?
I don't know how. I didn't even look at the age.
He's under 30.
Younger than Derrick Henry and hasn't played in 3 plus years.
The dude just doesn't have knees anymore.
Right.
But no, I saw that same thing.
Doesn't have knees. Neither does Nick Chubb.
Yeah. Nick Chubb's just a freak. So it's only a matter of time. Like, we're probably only a couple weeks out from seeing another video of him throwing up like 650 pounds on the squat.
Give it time. Give it time. Also, Saquon could be on the move. You never know.
Yeah.
That's another name out there.
I've been seeing a lot of stuff speculating him going to the Raiders.
I saw that, and then Josh Jacobs being moved. Yeah, I saw that.
I don't understand that. If you're going to trade injury for injury, like,
I saw maybe him going to the Chargers too.
Yeah, Eckler's not it anymore. He's lost it. I don't think.
I mean, if you go to the Chargers, you go injury prone to injury prone. I mean,
right. I don't
sucks.
Know.
They're both good.
It's interesting, but then again, I mean, you had Christian McCaffrey, who was just a walking injury, who changed a team where they actually gave him some help. He's not the only option, and he actually gets a little bit of O-line help, and now he has one of his healthiest seasons of his career. So, I mean, maybe a move is in order, but I mean, you're not gonna find that with Raiders or Chargers.
I don't know. There's a lot of hype coming about these.
Chargers can't keep Herbert upright.
We'll find out.
So, but I don't know. They're also one of those intriguing young teams now with Harbaugh. I mean, it's going to change a lot of things. So that's obviously very interesting. I think we've talked enough about the NFL.
Yeah,
we could speculate. We could talk.
Season.
If there's any rumors you guys have heard, let us know in the comments.
Throw them our way. We'll kind of go. We'll see where everybody lands. But good season. I had a great regular season for the fantasy.
So we're getting to those prepping months for fantasy. Oh,
I rattled off some wins. Had a great fantasy regular season. Got to the playoffs. Took me a 2 seed and shit the sheets.
I finished like 6th, so I'm not even relevant. It's fine. Actually, I think I was 8th.
Yeah, not happy about it. Still beat you though. Has been.
100% has been. But that's something that would be fun for us to do for content wise. Is we do a combine for our draft picks. It doesn't matter where you finished the year before. It's not glued on yet. I'm in the process of finishing up a trophy for us. Just got to get the ball put on. But yeah, so that'll be awarded to our league winner when we do our combine, which we're going to do combine and draft all in one. So be looking forward to that, or be looking for that. Those videos coming up. I mean, obviously not coming up, but probably like in August.
I don't know, but here's a hot take. You'll love this one. I win this trophy before you do.
I don't know that that's much of a hot take because that's probably very true. So.
'Cause you should.
Yeah, pretty much. But anyway, that I think does it for.
Let's
NFL.
move into baseball.
Yeah, little spring training action.
Spring training has started. Games are played. Baseball players around the world are excited. Baseball fans. Baseball is back. Us being Cardinal fans, the St. Louis Cardinals got older. They continue to get older. They have an old pitching staff.
Brandon Crawford, dude.
And then their latest sign was Brandon Crawford. Now,
coming off of his coming off of statistically the worst season of his career, fielding and batting, statistically his worst season of his career. Unbelievable. And he's old.
Dude's got flow. Dude's got swag. The lettuce on the dude. I mean,
you know what has swag? Young people.
Oh.
Like Mason Wynn.
He's not ready.
Says you.
He's not ready.
Says you.
Yeah, me. Mason Wynn's not ready. Brandon Crawford, good dugout guy. If there's anything the Cardinals have this year, they got one hell of a dugout. They've got Matt Carpenter. They've got Lance Lynn. They've got Brandon Crawford.
Crazy when the average age of the guys you just listed off is like 39.
I can keep going. No, Cardinal fans, we're in for another ride.
I do. I think our pitching got better. Not much, but I think it got better.
No, we needed our lefty. We needed a lefty. We could spend some money, go out, get Blake Snell. Okay. Well, yes, we got.
We still got time.
Yes,
to
we
do
got Sonny
something.
Gray. We got but we already have a full pitching staff. Stephen Matt's going to show up this year. Is he not? So that's our only lefty starter that's in contention. We thought about going out. I say we, I'm not really associated with them, but I'm going to continue to say we. So we could have gone out and gotten Blake Snell. I doubt that that's going to happen,
He's just injury prone, man.
Okay, but he still shoves. Then you have Jordan Montgomery, who is just Mr. Consistent, pretty much. He was good for the Cardinals, then they shipped him off. He was good. And what do? The St. Louis Cardinals messed around.
Stop. John Mozeliak.
The St. Louis Cardinals messed around, and I saw a report that says he is no longer interested in a return to St. Louis.
I don't blame him. I genuinely don't.
That's sad.
All he did was play exactly the way he was supposed to, pitch as well as he possibly could have, and they still shipped him out. Why would you want to come back?
I don't know. But,
Granted, they shipped him out for a World Series, but still.
I do think that the Cardinals will not get last in the Central.
I think they're going to win the Central. I genuinely do. I think it's going to come down to the Cardinals and Cubs, which is fun. But I do. I think the Cardinals will end up winning the division.
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah. Milwaukee's still pretty good.
I think they're going to get last. I really do.
No.
I think losing Corbin Burns is a lot bigger hit than
They're still going to be good.
people are willing to admit.
Central's probably going to be one of the worst divisions in baseball, the NL Central. There's not a whole lot of excitement.
Every other team in the Central's yelling.
I do hope that Goldie and Arenado have a great year. I do hope that.
Well,
happens.
according to the Sabermetrics, I guess Goldie's hitting the ball as hard as he ever has. So
Good.
Maybe there's something to be said there. I don't know. I think it's going to be an interesting season. Obviously,
I think the Cardinals will have. Let's see. They get rid of O'Neal. I think the Cardinals will have 4 guys. I'm going to go 4 guys. 4 guys over 25 home runs on the season.
Who are your 4?
Well, my 3 are going to be Goldschmidt, Arenado, and Jordan Walker.
Okay. I think I know who your 4th is. I know who I would pick for 4.
4th will probably be, hopefully Wilson Contreras can contribute a lot more this year.
Yeah.
I'll go with that. There you go. Wilson Contreras.
Yeah, I think Nolan Gorman's going to make an MVP push this year. I genuinely do. I think Nolan Gorman is the future of the St. Louis Cardinals.
He's definitely. You know what? I will take my Wilson. I'll take my Wilson. And
that's who I thought you were going to put in the 4th spot.
That's who I should have done.
I have more confidence that he's going to hit 25 plus homers than Jordan Walker, personally.
Yeah, his swing was so good last year.
It really was. But I think Jordan Walker is going to take a significant step this year too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's a chance we're going to see. Mason Wynn and Luke and Baker both make pro appearances this year.
Of course they're going to make.
For extended stays, I think they're going to be, I think by the end of the year, they're going to be consistent rotational guys.
Okay.
Because, I mean, this is our last year of Goldie. You've got to get Baker up and ready, because if I don't believe our plan is to retain Goldschmidt after this year. At least I hope it's not. Me personally.
I like him.
I like him too, but I don't want to hold on to that contract because he's still going to demand a high contract.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what the what Cardinals baseball looks like. We'll see if the starting pitching can hold up. And
did you just? Obviously, we knew it was coming, but did you see the lineup for the Dodgers the other day?
Dodgers are gonna be stupid good.
Mookie batting 1, Ohtani batting 2, and Freeman batting 3. Just could you imagine going against that? It's just ridiculous.
Ohtani homered in his debut.
Sounds about right.
The Dodgers have a lot of money.
You know what's crazy is I don't believe they're going to the World Series. I genuinely don't. I really think the Braves will run it back.
That's tough.
I don't know. I like Atlanta.
That's tough.
I really do.
The Dodgers spent some money in the offseason.
Which is why I'm really hoping that they don't.
Well, I mean, yeah.
They got
great pitching.
It's everybody against the Dodgers right now.
Great pitching. They've got hitting. They're going to be great. Cody Bellinger signs with the Cubs.
Yeah. I think there was another big one that I'm forgetting.
For who?
I don't remember.
Verdugo is in New York.
Oh, did you see Moustakas? Or Eric Hosmer.
Hosmer
Why
retired.
did I think Moustakas?
Mike Moustakas.
No.
Just
Eric Hosmer retired.
It's a good name. I don't know. So, baseball, it's here. It's upon us. And
if you haven't had a chance, look at their jerseys. They're terrible. Every team's. They all suck.
Yeah,
the pants are see-through.
Names
it's
are weird.
awful. The hats, the jerseys, everything about it. Everything sucks. Hopefully they fix everything in the regular season.
Yeah.
These replica unis just aren't it.
So, baseball fans, we made it. We made it to the winter. And go Birds. Or I'm interested to see what they are going to do.
Yeah. It'll be a good season. I really think so. Or it could be super painful. But either way, we'll enjoy it all the same.
Either way, I'm getting down to St. Louis for a couple games.
Yeah. I hope to make it down at least once. All right, so let's move into the NBA. Obviously, we're a little bit past the NBA All-Star break. How pitiful all of that was. The skills challenges are just...
It's a joke.
Are silly. The three-point contest is just whatever. Honestly, the only interesting thing I think that happened that entire weekend was the Steph versus Sabrina. I thought that was actually kind of interesting.
I liked that.
It was kind of entertaining. Dunk contest, the judges are ridiculous. I think they were just trying to get Jaylen Brown into the finals just because of the name. Don't like that. I don't think they voted accurately.
It just could use some adjustments.
Yeah.
Because they are losing a lot of fans.
Yeah.
I think.
Obviously, the big one is the All-Star game. Scoring 200 points in a game is just ridiculous. It's just, there's zero competitiveness to it. At this point, it's just become such a joke. Honestly, it's not even worth tuning in.
I didn't watch any of it.
I watched it, and I regret it. But coming from the All-Star break is also kind of a league reset where it almost feels like a new season. It's Okay, all the players are refreshed. They had a little bit of time off. Now is where things really start to shape up, where you start figuring out, okay, who are the legitimate MVP contenders? Who are the top teams? Who is going to make a push? Who do you think is going to be in the finals? Things like that.
Celtics.
You think the Celtics? Okay.
Celtics.
Well, you know what? I do. I agree. I know I said Milwaukee probably, but the Celtics are a really good team. I do. I think the Celtics will represent the West or the East, and honestly, I think the Clippers are going to represent the West. That Clippers team is just nuts.
That'd be cool to see. I don't mind that.
A different
I really don't.
LA and Boston rivalry in the making.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that one.
But
honestly,
I think a couple teams that can surprise people, though. If we're talking about who's going to make it to the conference championships, I think I see. I do. I see Indiana making a real push.
No.
Coming from the East.
No.
Ooh. Okay.
No.
I don't know. Indiana's just a fun team to watch.
They are. They made good trades.
I think Cleveland's got a shot too to make it.
No.
Okay. Wow. But then on the other side of the bay, just kidding. On the other side of the country, I genuinely think that Oklahoma City has a chance. I think they can make it tough.
You're just naming teams that are fun.
Mentally good.
No, yes, but like, you're just picking teams that are fun to watch. You're not picking logistically.
Logistically, I'd love to hear what your logistic choice is.
The 76ers are gonna.
No.
Yes.
Just no.
Yes, and yes. And
I'm not buying it.
fine. It's just something else you probably won't buy.
100%. I can almost guarantee it.
Fucking pardon my language.
This isn't
Phoenix.
This isn't for kids. So
Phoenix.
No.
Yep. Phoenix.
They have not played together.
Don't care. They'll figure it out.
I don't believe so. We said that about Kevin Durant and James Harden and Kyrie Irving.
They'll figure it out.
They didn't figure it out, though. That's the thing.
They'll figure it out.
They're not. It's no. No, you're just wrong.
All right, give me an MVP.
MVP, Luka Doncic. With the runner-up being Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's bold.
You want to make it even more bold?
Nice.
About runner-up being Tyrese Halliburton.
I like that. I've agreed with you too much today.
You've agreed with me exactly, what, one time?
Today? I don't know. I feel like I've agreed with you too much. Can't do that. So
you liked the Tyrese Halliburton, though, is what you're saying?
Partially.
Sorry, you liked the Tyrese Halliburton. Okay.
Partially. I don't think he's MVP yet.
Well, tell me who you think's gonna win it. Who's gonna win it? Because I said that they're gonna be like runner-ups. So who do you think is actually gonna win?
I'm high on the Celtics this year, and I'm a Heat fan, but I am high on the Celtics. I could probably go Jason Tatum.
I just don't see Tatum winning MVP.
I could go Jason Tatum.
There's too many other stars.
I don't think it's going to be Joel Embiid because he's not going to meet his requirements or whatever the requirements
There's
are.
There's too many other stars on that Celtics team, I think, for Tatum to win.
I don't think it's going to be Jokic again.
No, I hope it's not. I'm sorry.
Back to back?
I am not a Jokic fan. He is so just not fun to watch. I get that it's fundamental. I get that he's just I get that he's good. I get that he's very good. But it's just so not fun to watch.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't think Denver's going to go far in the playoffs this year.
It's interesting of how he can be that big, that versatile. He's not fast.
He can't jump,
He's not
dude.
fast. He manages to get it done. It's just crazy. Who else plays the game of basketball? Why am I drawing a blank?
So you don't think Doncic has a shot?
I just don't think he's going to.
I feel like the league loves Luka, but at the same time won't give him the credit that he's due. I don't know. I don't think Giannis has a shot to win MVP this year.
Here's the thing.
He's always in the running.
Here's the thing.
I don't think he's.
Luka has not done what Dirk has done.
No, I agree.
Or Dirk did. And what I mean by that is Luka has not.
He hasn't carried his team to success. He has personal success.
Luka didn't beat LeBron
with
Bosh,
JJ Barea.
Like, Dirk went and beat Miami in 2011.
All on the will of that back foot fadeaway.
The statue. He's got a good statue. It's a good one. I don't know.
God,
man.
you're really just delaying this.
Yeah, because I just don't. I say Jason Tatum. Like,
okay.
I'm just gonna go with it.
All right.
Like I'm riding high on the Celtics this year.
We'll roll with it.
So, yeah, NBA.
So hang on, different topic.
No.
A different topic on this. So, not necessarily MVP, but I think we're starting to see the league is starting to have a changing of the guard, right? LeBron's kind of on his way out. He's just waiting for Bronny to get up and start so he can play with him. But I don't think he's really the face of the league anymore.
LeBron?
Right. No. I don't think so. Who do you think is the next in line? Dude, there is a team I totally forgot about that I think could honestly also make it very interesting in the West. And that's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Because my answer to the question...
They're at the top of the leader. They're at the top of the standings.
My answer to the question that I just asked, I think the next face of the league is Anthony Edwards.
Good. He's got a lot of dog in him.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of similarities in him that I think translate to a lot of Jordan mannerisms. And I think that is going to potentially put him in contention to be the next face of the league.
Interesting.
He has willed a bottom feeder Minnesota Timberwolves team into, like you said, top seed.
Interesting.
So, but who's your pick? Who do you think is next in line?
It's a bad question.
I don't know how it's a bad question. It's just an honest question.
It's a bad question because I don't have an answer.
Okay. We'll revisit that next episode then. We'll let him, or maybe he can give it to us at the end of the episode.
I doubt it.
Probably not. He's going to roll on the Tatum train again. I do. I like Jason Tatum, so I wouldn't be mad about that either.
I like Jason Tatum way better than I like Jaylen Brown.
Oh, I agree.
Because I think Tatum's way more consistent than Jaylen Brown.
I agree. Unless it's in like a game 7, but that's totally different. You know what, Chet? Go ahead and lead us off in college.
All right,
basketball.
forget the NBA. I'm
Let's
done with
move
that
on.
because we are rolling right into March, baby.
Hey, your heater on.
I know. Been watching. Anyway, we're rolling right into March, dude.
We're almost there.
And I'm stoked because March Madness right around the corner, and why not?
Things couldn't be any more crazy.
It's college basketball. I can't wait to hear the trumpets. I'm ready for March Madness. Conference tournaments are right around the corner. We've got another shakeup within the last couple of weeks of number one seeds. Houston now regaining it. Now, will they probably maintain the number one moving into tournament? I think they'll hold on to it. I don't know what their strength of schedule is from here on out, but I think they'll hold on to it. But Houston has never been a finishing team in the tournament. Yes, they've gone far a couple times and everything like that, but when they get a number one seed, Arizona's done the same thing. Like they have a great year. I mean, Houston did make the Final Four.
Was that last year?
They made the championship game too, right?
Thought so.
But then, like, Kelvin Sampson has done real well with them. So, like, Houston's good. They've had good recruits, everything like that. But they just cannot get the job done in the tournament, in my opinion. You know, they, like other people will say, they've won games, they've made it. I just don't think they have what it takes to finish the whole tournament. And that's why I say they'll probably maintain this number one throughout the rest of the remainder of the season. But in the tournament, they're not my winner.
Who is?
That's not for now. Not for now. Not for now. But UConn's good. Don't let
them play Creighton.
Don't let that Creighton game. Creighton's had good wins, bad losses. It's college basketball. Anything can happen.
As we've said before.
Right. So, shakeups, you know, Southern Florida is now in the top 25, you know. So
I mean, Indiana State was in the top 25.
And then they lost back-to-back games. So,
right.
I'm
just saying, there's been a lot of weird stuff.
On. So, college basketball did it again. It's been another interesting season. I'm ready for the conference tournaments. And March is going to be fun. And we've made it.
I'll tell you what. I've watched a lot more U of I games this year than I think I've ever watched.
And you know what?
They've actually been really fun to watch.
U of I, a lot of people have mixed emotions about Brad.
They're very inconsistent.
And you know what? I do feel like that falls on the coaching portion of it. I do.
Definitely.
I like Brad Underwood. I think he brings fire. I think he brings some swag to the team.
Yeah.
But man, he's got to make some in-game changes. He's got to make some in-game adjustments because Illinois can absolutely find a way to lose a game in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go back to Brad Underwood's, if you go back to games coached by Brad Underwood in the Illinois program, a lot of his losses have come second half.
Mm-hmm.
And that, to me, just can't happen. I mean, throughout the last couple of years, Purdue has been, they've had the good core group of guys where they've been at the number one spot in the nation for weeks on end, year after year, weeks on end, number one spot, Purdue. They're good. You give it to them, They had Jaden Ivey. They've got Evie. They've had all these different people to play for them that are good. And Illinois has given them a run for their money.
Right.
When they play. Illinois has been winning, and then they find a way to lose it in the second half.
Yeah.
So that's frustrating as an Illinois fan. In-game adjustments need to be made. I don't see Illinois going very far. I
hear a lot of people saying they think they're going to go to the Sweet 16. I'm with you. They're one of those teams. They're fun to watch, but in a single elimination tournament, that doesn't.
Yeah,
things can go very bad.
It's difficult,
but they're a fun team to watch. When they're hitting, they're hitting.
Yep.
But no, I think what you're saying, like how he loses in the second half, it's like that's just on not being able to make adjustments on the fly. Because obviously, if you're leading through the game, you're going to stick to what's working. But obviously, that other team's going to be coming out in that second half, and they're going to be making adjustments to stop you. So you need to be able to come back with something. You have to figure out what they're doing to stop you and how you're going to combat it.
Yeah.
And that just shows that he's not able to do that.
Yeah,
We're not able to do it consistently.
And it's frustrating. That's the downfall I have on Brad. Really?
Yeah.
That's what I got.
But no, I think conference tournaments are going to be fun.
Conference tournaments will be fun.
Arch Madness coming up. I want to be able to go down.
I'm interested to see
some games in Arch Madness.
Who does pull off upsets, gets their ticket punched from conference tournaments and stuff like that.
I want to see if
you never know.
If Bradley wins the MVC tournament.
Yeah, you never know. Anyway, be on the lookout for some of those college basketball games as they're wrapping up their regular season, going into conference, going into the tournament. I'm excited for Selection Sunday. Interested to see where everybody gets put on a bracket.
While we're on the topic of March Madness, I do want to do a little bit of a shout out to our high school, our alma mater.
True.
Congratulations to the Illini Bluffs girls basketball team making it to the state championship game. It's incredible.
They didn't have an easy road there.
No. Very proud of all of you guys.
Yeah. The has-beens have been keeping up.
We have.
Even though we're not doing it anymore, we've been keeping up. So like Adam said, congrats to our alma mater. Congrats on going through the adversity of the path that you've taken. And good luck in the championship game.
And also good luck to the boys team as well as they're making their way through sectionals. A lot of good things coming out of IB.
Yeah.
Had a lot of success with wrestling, had a lot of success with softball recently, so it's kind of cool to see all these sports programs at our old high school just really, really doing the number on the state of Illinois,
That's right.
Pretty cool.
3 years in a row, softball team.
Mm-hmm.
State championship game, coming home with state championship couple times, and had success with the boys basketball team last year, 1 game away from state. The girls sports, and in our defense, we've had very good teams, but in the past, girls sports have had more success than boys. So, softball, good. Boys basketball, good luck. They play in their sectional championship. They are hungry to get past where they were last year. Congratulations to a wrestler, brought home a state championship, and hopefully the girls basketball team can do so in their game coming up.
Yeah.
So
a lot of good things all around.
Again, the has-beens are watching.
Whether you know it or not.
So, anyway, that's cool. That's cool to see. Cool to kind of not be a part of, but be on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
Knowing
just
that,
having ties.
We have those ties. So that's cool. That's kind of all I've got for college basketball. Couple notable matchups. To look for going into the weekend, you got Marquette, top 10. Actually top 5 right now. And they'll be playing Creighton, who just recently took down the number 1 in UConn. Creighton's won some good games. Creighton's lost some bad games. So that'll be a good one. And then Illinois plays Wisconsin in Wisconsin. That'll be tough. I wouldn't even be surprised if Wisconsin is a winner in that one. That's just because it's difficult to play up in Madison.
I'd say Wisconsin's been,
and they're not bad.
They've been pretty good at home this year. I do know.
I hope Illinois wins, but that's going to be a tough matchup. So, hey, going into the weekend, a lot of good basketball on. Turn on TVs on.
Yeah, seriously, and don't be afraid to check out high school games too. There's gonna be a lot of televised basketball. Local channels are gonna have some of those local high school games too. So just keep an eye out for those. Support your local teams. I think that pretty much does it.
Yeah, that's all I got. We needed to get back in here, get this out, kind of get back in the groove of things, and I think this is a good start.
One hot take.
Yeah, go for it.
Before the NFL draft, the Vikings are going to sign Justin Jefferson to the largest contract ever for an NFL wide receiver. Write that down.
He says write it down. So, anyway, that's all we've got from the has-beens in this episode. You have any questions? You have any predictions? Anything like that?
Or any suggestions you want to see?
Throw them our way.
We're pretty open to ideas.
We'll think about it. And might be a topic of conversation for the next one. So that's all I got.
I think that does it. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again on the next episode. Signing out.
Later.